Hey, welcome back to Ferrigno Freedom Channel. I'm Dante-Ferrigno, and I am just cleaning up a mess I made the other day. I decided to break my fast by making a couple of steaks with this new propane grill. But being a novice propane griller, I had a grease fire that started because there was so much fat on those ribeye steaks, and I guess I either needed to pat them dry or maybe not cook with the lid closed, but I'm learning, that's all I can say. So now I gotta get this thing cleaned up so I can show you the right way to use it instead of the wrong way to use it. But I'm finding it's very easy to clean. The strangest thing is I found that Dawn Power Wash has been really good for getting the grease off of this thing on the first wipe practically. It's doing a real good job of cleaning up the mess I made the other day. The grill grates are already starting to look like brand new. Of course it is brand new, but I made a heck of a mess of it. But I didn't really come here today to talk to you about cleaning a gas grill. It just happened to be something I had to do, and I thought I would share the experience because, you know, I'm just not used to propane grilling. And I want to be able to talk about this new device, but that's going to come in another video, hopefully tomorrow or Thursday, so that you guys can see it. And if you're interested in getting a propane grill, a nice little portable grill like this one, they're going to have a great Black Friday special. But I'll talk about that next time. What I do want to talk about today is the fasting that I've been doing. You know, I get a lot of people asking me, why are you even doing this? You're a carnivore. Just have fun. Just eat meat. Eat meat until you're full. Eat meat all you want. I do that. I just don't want to do it right now. Get it that I'm just testing out some things. People have been saying that autophagy is the key to getting those loose skin areas and those fat pockets that you want to deal with that are hard to deal with. And so far, it seems to be working for me. It's been 4 weeks now, and I've noticed that I can start to see my abs on the upper part of my body again a little better. You know, I put a little weight on this year because I took a big slowdown back in January after I hurt myself working at UPS, and then I wound up working at a job that didn't work me quite so hard. And while I was injured, I wasn't exercising like I had been the previous year. So I think it just gave me a little bit of a slowdown in my metabolism or something. But I mean, I'm testing out some things. I want to be able to know if you run into this problem, is this a good option? So far, it's been something that I've not only enjoyed and found not only spiritually beneficial, but I find it to be mentally beneficial and financially beneficial because I'm not spending as much money on meat. I go 3 days without eating, so that saves quite a few steaks. It's been an experience. It's been something that I'd like to know. Does this really work? Because you know, you've heard a lot of people say, yeah, this is the key to getting rid of that loose skin. Well, I've still got a little bit of loose skin. I've still got a little bit of fat down in this area. And I am going to go to full 8 weeks through the holidays. Isn't that crazy? Who wants to do fasting through the holidays? I do, because it makes it a lot easier to get through those tough social moments when you feel like you got to eat, but you can tell them, hey, I'm fasting today. Or like this weekend, or this Thursday, I should say, when we go over to my mother-in-law's house. I'm going to bring a steak with me. I'm going to bring my air fryer with me because I know they're not going to necessarily have something that's for me. I know they're making a big turkey and a big turkey dinner. Well, I'm going to have my steak. I'm going to be able to stick with my plan. And right now my plan has been to try to eat earlier in the day, fast through the night. Doesn't always work that way, but I've been doing it more than I have been in the past and seeing how that affects things. The one negative thing I've seen so far is I seem to be more tired during the day. I was watching something with Dr. Chafee actually talking about eating one meal a little about midday or eating less in that early morning meal and then eating later in the day for the second meal for if you feel like you're getting tired. I'm going to stick with this for now because I want to be able to see if it really makes a difference in that overall control of the body that you want to have, if it works on that area for loose skin and being able to get those little fat pockets that you want to deal with taken away. It's only one way to know for sure. I mean, there's so many things that I hear out there about eating in the morning, eating in the evening, eating too much fat, eating too little fat, eating too many calories. Calories don't matter. There's so many different things that are going on in the community right now. I want to be able to test some of those theories. So that's all I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to see if something works for me, because I want to be able to say with confidence that this works, or this may not work like you think it does. But so far now, I've finished 4 72-hour fasts. My weight is down below 189. It was 187 when I finished my fast recently. It was 184 before that. But I have been doing a lot more physical resistance exercise. I've been doing my push-ups and my squats and my curls and my shoulder presses until fail every single time for the past week. And that has been, and I've been doing it repeatedly, one after the other, so that I'm doing more of a high intensity interval training where I'm getting very little rest in between. I can tell I'm putting on muscle. It feels stronger. It feels heavier. It feels more solid. So I'm liking getting back into this type of exercise. So I don't mind that I've put on a few pounds, as long as the pounds are right here and not right here. I know I put them on right here earlier this year. So once again, that's all I'm trying to do, is to get to some real answers, to make sure that all the things that we hear talked about out there aren't confusing to us. Because I know I get confused. If you get confused, leave me a message in the comments and let me know what you're confused about. Maybe I can help solve that problem too. All I know is if I run into a brick wall, the only thing I know how to do is find a way to get through it, find a way to get over it, find a way to get around it. And I'm going to test out everything I can, because the one thing I do know is eating carnivore has changed everything. And I'm still doing lion diet, which means that I'm specifically eating meats that come from ruminant animals with water and salt only to drink and to season my food with. And it's wonderful. I love every bit of it. For those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, a quick little update on what's going on with me. I recently left my current position at the hotel that I was working at. And I'm going to be starting at a new steakhouse soon. It's going to be a fine dining steakhouse in Ocala. So it has a lot of potential to help me take care of my family as good as I would like to. But I'm still not giving up on the channel. I'm still here to come tell you guys about how carnivore diet and lion diet specifically has changed everything for me, and it can change everything for you. I mean, you saw the opening picture of me standing there before and after. I'm not the same person. And I don't want to be that person anymore. I see pictures in my Facebook memories all the time. I'm like, who's this guy with my wife in all these pictures? It's a great feeling. It's a great lifestyle change that has just made everything better. And I just want to keep coming back and learning more, sharing more, and hopefully helping you guys get healthier and happier too. I'll see you next time.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?
This is the way to feast after a fast. One of the things I do to fight back against big food and big pharma is to recommend companies that make animal-based products that are good for our bodies and good for our skin. In this case, I'm talking about Vintage Tradition. Vintage Tradition tallow balms are a go-to for me now, especially the unscented one. I like it because it doesn't have anything extra in it other than extra virgin olive oil and tallow rendered from suet. For the tallow they use making the tallow balm, highly saturated and therefore more therapeutic than any other. They don't use any trim fat or any other fats besides suet. So if you want some ancestrally appropriate skincare products that are going to help support the carnivore movement, head over to vintagetradition.com and use my discount code Dante, D-A-N-T-E, to save 10% on your order. I promise you won't regret it. Their products are fantastic. I love them and I use them all the time.